Hello everyone, I'm Thomas Schimmelhorn, and you guys are watching Thomas Schimmelhorn Arts. In this video, I am doing this drawing tripod type of idea that I had, and so forth. The reason I had this idea was because, as you can see, the tripod sits on my desk, and as you guys know, normally I use my sketchbook to draw in my videos, but the tripod gets in the way of that. Right, and even in this video, the tripod will somewhat get in the way. When I'm doing my sketching videos, I will move the tripod on top of the paper because I can't zoom in to that particular spot on the paper, and so forth. Now, if I stop the video today, I sort of have a cold, and I have some mucus in my throat, and I sort of want to spare you from having to hear any of that. Other than that, sometimes I forget things that I want to say and have to recollect. Anyways, the purpose of this is to get it off the table and so forth. This way I can do bigger drawings and stuff, and don't have to worry so much of the tripod getting in the way of what I'm doing and whatnot. Other than that, a feature that I have designed the tripod to have is sort of this zoom effect, right? The tripod is made to scale up and down, or designed. I haven't made it yet. It's designed to scale up and down with a crank and gear type of feature, right? And so what happens is with this, you can use the zoom feature to zoom in even closer and so forth, and until we get into testing, we won't know how that does with focusing, but hopefully definitely we'll be able to utilize that in some way and or fashion and so forth. How this works is, the idea is we have these rails and so forth, and then we have these gear wheels. These gear wheels are connected to these tubes, and the tubes have like these belts and whatnot. I'm going to experiment with things like rope and other things, just something that can connect the rotation of the two wheels as they scale up and down. Without this connection, what would happen is one would scale up while the other stays in place, and then eventually the whole thing would fall down, which we don't want. We want them to scale up together. And by using a rope or a belt or something that connects them together, they will scale together, right? And I haven't tested anything, so I'm guessing it has to be tight enough, right? Almost like on the belt of a vacuum with a chain on a bike. You sort of get the idea. Something has to connect those two. Other than that, you have the rails, which is needed to scale up and down, and then you have the camera slide, which is, in my mind, is the most unique feature of this. Why is it the most unique feature? Well, because it can be interchangeable, right? You can use any type of camera with this. All you have to do is build yourself a new camera sled and so forth. With that idea said, I sort of am just tired of dealing with the camera and having to constantly resituate it and so forth. And I think this is a much more unique way of putting it. But other than just using it for cameras, I'm hoping to also be able to use it for light sources and other stuff. Eventually, I'll be able to get all that off the ground, off the table. The table will have more space than what I initially intended. and so forth. The guy who gave me, who I got the idea of this from, is a YouTuber called Matthias Wandel, and if you say that last name really fast, it sounds like you're saying Swandel, so I am sorry if I am butchering that name. But he is this YouTuber that builds his own machines and whatnot. He's a woodworker, and it's just awesome. You should go check it out. I believe in my last video I put a link to his channel, and I will do the same in this one. So I believe what I'm doing here now is I'm labeling each of the individual parts, the gear wheel, the rail, and then you have I called it the camera bed, but in this video I think the better name for it would be the camera rack, because the camera sled, which is what goes on top of it, and which is what the camera sits on, I totally forgot what I was going to say again, didn't I? The camera sled sits on the camera rack and whatnot, and it just makes more sense, and whatnot. And then you have the camera stand, and then you got camera clamps, and you got the gear. No, the crank. And then that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you like this idea, give it a like. If you like this video, if you like the way I presented this, give it a like. If you didn't like it, tell me why and whatnot. And if you do, tell me why in the comment section below. And don't forget to share it. If you liked it, your friends might like it. And I will see you guys in another video. See you guys later.